Hello and welcome to the Snippy 3 People and Culture Discussions. And today we have a special guest, Damgaard from Britannia P&I Club. Hello, welcome.
Thank you, Joanna. Thank you for inviting me today. Looking forward to it.
Jacob, from your perspective, what do ship owners often underestimate about bullying and harassment in terms of crew well-being and long-term risk?
Well, that's a very good question. I think many ship owners tend to look at harassment as a single unique case instead of maybe looking as a culture. They try to look at in a ship, there's a captain or whoever it may have been harass someone. They take action on that, and then they think maybe, okay, now we sorted it. They don't maybe take the bigger holistic picture that often harassment comes from a culture within.
Mm,
I know it from my own world. When I was sailing, I experienced plenty of harassment myself. The company knew about it, but obviously, because the master, he maybe from an office perspective was a good master because he didn't do any incidents, he kept on budget. Then they just tend to ignore this as well. And also taking into account, shipping is a very small community,
mm.
meaning a lot of people who sail all come from the same academy, meaning I sail with friends who later then maybe becomes your boss at sea. So there's maybe also a bit of being camaraderie around this kind of thing, where you in the past have looked through things which was obvious. They knew that they didn't maybe treat the people on board very well, but hey, they're great captains. They don't make incidents, so let's just ignore it. So the company needs to look at it, harassment, a bit like with safety, that it's all about building up a healthy culture, and that comes from the top, leading by example, and then have it all the way down. And that also requires a lot of training, a lot of cross-cultural understanding, which I
Mm.
think in the start was a missing point. Understanding different cultures, because what may not be a sensitive thing for a Scandinavian can be very sensitive for Asians. So it is very complex, and that's why it's also very difficult to deal with. But it's nice that it's finally in the open. I feel that it's something that is thus talked about, and there's a lot of ship owners doing a lot of good things now. But it is requiring a holistic view on your entire organization to really get to the root cause when it comes to harassment and bullying.
So, in one word, what does good prevention actually look like from a PNI standpoint?
That is that's more than one word, but that is look yourself in the mirror. I'll say it starts with yourself. Be a good colleague. Talk nicely, and then of course have the right resources in the right places. Apply training to your crew. That's where you can really mitigate on the loss prevention side.
Thank you very much, Seiko, for being here with us.
Thank you.